It is a corporate time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha is back. All right.
Where would you say you're at, Sam, as far as health goes? Are you back 70% of
No, I'd say even more. I'd say probably 85, 90.
Yeah, but it was getting you, man. Holy smokes.
Haven't been that sick in a long time.
I am glad
Got
you're
me
okay.
good.
Yeah, when you're an adult, and this isn't a slight on anybody, but it's like when you're an adult and you get sick, it's way different. It's like when I got chicken pox at 30. I got chicken pox at 30, and it almost killed me. Like, it was like the worst I've ever.
They say it's worse when you're an adult to have chicken pox.
Yeah, but I think everything, like even a cold, like I remember being sick as a kid, no big deal. Sick as an adult, not cool.
Yeah. I think it's just your in your 20s.
I got so used to not getting sick that I didn't know what the hell to do.
when you start getting near 40 and 40s and above, like it just hits you harder. You know, your body is like. I'm not that alive.
And then when you get it,
not that alive.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
he's right. And then when you get to be in your 60s, you're like, I have to protect myself from this. Then you don't leave your house. You can't get sick.
Yeah. Then just any sort of sickness kills you.
Anything. You get a UTI and die.
Like Then in like your 80s and 90s, you're just dropping dead from what's the lung water?
Lung water. Yeah. Old lung water.
What is that called? The
pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah.
Lung water. Yes.
I know.
Pneumonia is Indian for lung water, I believe. I can't say Indian anymore. Where are we with that? Never mind. What do you guys want to talk about here? I want to talk about how you have not. Okay, let me paint a picture. Last year, NFL season, you would bounce in here whistling a tune every morning. This year, NFL season, you come in stone-faced, staring at your shoes. You haven't really talked much about it.
No, it's
what's going on with your betting?
It just, I had a horrible weekend. I think a lot of people did.
In general or just gambling wise?
Are you saying that to make yourself feel better? Or are you spreading out the misery a bit?
Well, in the gambling world, just from the people I listen to, they all like leaning one way or the other. Although I will tell you that I looked at this Dallas game. It was Dallas versus the Giants. And the Giants were starting old DeVito. So Tommy DeVito, who's the worst quarterback in the NFL. I mean, really,
I like his name though.
Everybody is
I went to school with the DeVitos. Good family, good family.
Was talking about how bad this guy is, and everybody's like, take Dallas minus 16.5, like minus 17. And no one talks about that in the NFL, because those are college spreads, right? In the NFL, like you should have a pretty close competition. They're all NFL players.
You want
anyway.
it tighter.
But everybody was on Dallas, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is a trap. Like, everybody's like, Dallas is going to blow out.
Did you use the meme in your group of the Star Wars guy? It's a trap. You put that in there. You're like, I figured this out. I'm Tom Van Betten, man.
And then I was like, in Dallas, a lot of times, like NFL teams, if they go into a game knowing that they're the superior team, sometimes they don't go as hard, and then you got an NFL team that doesn't want to be embarrassed in the Giants. Even with a bad quarterback, you got a good coach.
So are you walking us through how you overthought it? Did you overthink
I waited till the spread got to 18 in one of my books, and I'm like, Giants plus 18. By halftime, it's 28-0. I'm like, no! and then I'm like, they're coming back a little bit up.
Do you even know where your gut, if you said I have to go with my gut, do you even know where that is now?
No.
Like Cabin Boy. He was playing Cabin Boy in our Money League for fantasy this week.
I'm done now.
Cabin Boy was making fun
for the
of
whole
the fact,
year.
Cabin Boy is making fun of the fact that you were changing your lineup of 100 different, like you're putting in all kinds of different combinations and just trying different things. And by the way, I made a trade with him this morning that was absolutely horrible because I don't have any running backs this week, but I'm hoping I'll be better for the rest of the season.
But me and Matt, Cabin Boy Matt, had the worst record in the league. Both of us.
Yeah.
We're both 2-6.
Right.
And so we were playing each other this week, and we realized, like, whoever loses is out of they can't even statistically make the playoffs.
Right.
So
I think even into this game, you had a 7% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, but if whoever wins this game, you have at least some chance.
But
a
puncher's chance.
We agreed. So then it was all or nothing. So I'm trading players away.
You got Robinson. You just did that trade. How did he do for you?
Yeah, he scored 38 points on my bench because that was part of my overthinking. Because I look at everything.
Really?
Why'd you bring it up?
You literally just brought him
I
into your
played,
team.
well, that was for last week, and I looked at this week in the matchups. I was like, I
don't need this guy.
Oh, that was a horribly
all
sad
nothing.
noise. Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
I should have played DeVito. DeVito scored more points than Trevor Lawrence.
He did good.
And I looked, and I said,
"Oh, Trevor Lawrence is throwing picks." That's right.
Well, he scored me 5 points. I looked at it. I was like, the 49ers. You know what it is this year more than any year is that the square side of things, which there's like sharp and square in gambling. And the square bet has
paid off more.
Paid off more, and like bets that were considered square this year, like taking Dallas minus 17.5, are winning. You know, and like 49ers, they're gonna blow out.
Does that make it more
Jags.
exciting for you or more frustrating for you?
More frustrating because the whole time I'm learning how to get away from thinking square, or it's all
No, I got you.
It's a stupid hobby. I should have got into something different.
No, all hobbies I think you can get to a point where they kind of suck.
Maybe go back to plants.
Yeah. No, that can
it's
suck
calming
too.
though,
I
right?
mean, the scooter, I'm at a spot with my scooter where I'm like, no, it's working, but it's not. Like, you get frustrated with it, then it doesn't become a hobby. When it starts frustrating you to the point where you don't want to look at it, at least you don't have that. Like, you could stop at any point and be fine. With me, I walk out, I look at the scooter, I'm like, you are going to have to do something to that. You're going to have to, I worked on it a little bit this weekend, but I'm at another point where I'm like, I think I got to buy some extra tools, or I got to get a better lift, or...
You can't let it get to the
No,
beer release
I
again.
can't. I know.
That would be the
trust me, I
ultimate
know.
failure.
Trust me, I know. Why do you think I haven't said I promise? Why do you think I haven't promised?
Yeah,
It's because I
thought
don't
there was
know.
one bracket that.
Yeah, I thought it was one break
No,
bracket.
it's not, because all of these are made to fit all large frame Vespas, and not all large frame Vespas are the same. They're all a little bit different. Like a VBB Vespa from 1959 is different than mine, which is a VBA. Slight differences that I almost cursed, that F everything up.
Yeah. It's
Little bitty, like this screw was beefier the following year.
Who would have thought retrofitting a 1950 scooter and making it electric would have been difficult?
I know. I bought into the hype, and
that was my idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Seeing a
difficult
pattern
ideas.
here.
This is
Well,
your
I'm like,
idea.
do this. It's
This
easy.
is your idea.
You always say everything's easy.
I know that is gonna kill
You
me.
try to tell the foot surgeon that surgery was easy.
Yeah.
But
No,
he's
I
in
know.
our chat room every day now. The guy's addicted. We got a
gotta be
lister out of that.
listener,
We
yeah.
got a lister out of that. Out of you
Yeah.
telling the
I
foot
was
doctor
like-
his job was
I
easy.
was like, let's just stuff these 2,000 pounds.
Do we want to talk about
with
that?
14 items apiece, easy.
Do we wanna
all
talk-
different
I was
sizes.
worried that it wasn't gonna fit. Yeah.
Oh, it barely fit.
Oh yeah.
It
Most
barely-
of
yeah.
We had to smush
I
them
had
in
to
there.
shoehorn all the stuff down in there.
yeah,
The
yeah.
bag is tight when you get it, like a fresh implant.
It's
It's tight. It looks
harder.
inflamed. Yeah, if you poke any of the gift bags with a pin, they explode. Then this morning we walked in. We haven't even given out these gift bags. Tom's talking about Christmas gift bags he wants to give away. He's
Oh,
like,
my
I want to
God.
do some Christmas gift bags. I almost laid on the floor, trying to kill myself. Just start banging my head against the ground until I die.
Yeah.
More gift bags.
I texted
Christmas
Eric.
gift
He's sweating. His
Leave
blood
him
sweating.
alone.
He's trying to get ready for this weekend. I'm texting him about some other BDM event. I'm like, hey, we need to do 250 other gift
250
bags.
gift bags for Christmas.
And I'm like, can you make them custom? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you make them custom? Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
All
We
right.
need
That's
some for
fantastic.
I'm like-
some for Christmas, some for Hanukkah,
That's
some
so-
for Kwanzaa.
that's
Every
so good,
single one needs to be the
Everyone's name on it.
I'm like,
Embroidered.
Embroidered.
And their love meter donations.
No one could be disappointed. Anyway, you want to know about my old man dream
We have
job?
Yes, I do.
We have a new person in our YouTube chat room. Arizona Bills Mafia Let's Go Buffalo says, is it cool and respectful to ask who the hottie on the bottom right is? That is Samantha. She wasn't with us last week. She was
Hello.
sick. And
All right.
yes, she is a hottie. Big old boobies.
Buffalo
Yeah.
Mafia.
Big old buffalo.
If there's one thing I don't big.
Something sad about you still being like big old buffalo.
She's like
I'm
going
barely
along.
in it.
She's like, I'm here, big old buffaloes. There they go. At it again.
Hopped up on medicine.
So
Christine says, ban that guy. No. I thought he went about it pretty.
He asked if it was cool
he
for
asked
to
something.
say compliment the
He
buffalo.
was complimenting the buffaloes.
So, do you have like these fantasies about a job that you could do when you're old?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I have a lot of jobs that I probably
Why do you
will
want a
do.
job when you're old?
Because I need something to fill my time.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't just want to sit
That's
in a
when you
chair.
get more hobbies.
You don't want to sit in a chair and wait for death. You want to work your way to death.
But if you're doing like the job, I feel because even a hobby is kind of like a job hobby.
A jobby.
Yeah, because you just like you need motivation.
You're gonna be I know who you're gonna be. The Lowe's greeter.
No. I won't work for.
Or in the garden center.
No.
Where are you gonna work?
Well, I did think about it. You know, it would be easy
You do
just
look
to
like
get
a garden center, Johnny.
Yeah.
Tell everybody
I would
how to
love
take
to-
care of their plants.
water plants.
Maybe you should work at a place that involves, I don't know, gift bags, since you seem to be obsessed with
You
them.
do wrapping? Are you good at wrapping?
Yeah, you could wrap presents.
I am. I already looked at it this weekend. I'm gonna build a greenhouse, a
Oh,
big.
my
You already
like-
have two.
No, I have
Yeah,
tiny.
this is gonna go
Alibaba.
right into my scooter. He's gonna build a greenhouse with glass.
Well, I mean, you buy them like you put them together.
Oh, it's
I'm
a
not gonna
kit.
like build. Yeah. But
Like mine. Oh, it'll be as messed up as mine. You'll see.
and I'm gonna like this one. I'm an old man, and then I'm going to sell exotic houseplants online. And then I thought about how to
that'll
market
never
it.
happen.
What do you mean it'll never happen?
Online.
First of all, you won't know how to set up a Shopify.
Exactly. I can see you growing
You
the
can't
plants.
even.
Old man Eric will be there.
Old man Eric.
How dare you? That's
You're gonna
rude.
pull
No,
Eric.
I'll be an old man. He'll be an old man too.
He'll be dead by then.
Oh my God.
All the gift bags you're forcing on him.
She's got that NyQuil truth.
Yeah. But what if his kids?
I've been gone for a week. Did you guys settle the bank situation?
No, can't get in there. Didn't you?
Nothing?
Weren't you here 2 weeks ago? We can't get in the account.
And that's it?
I called twice, and then I stayed on hold for 45 minutes, and they just hung up, which is the most
So you
discouraging.
can't even pay off that debt because you can't
No,
access
no,
it.
we-
Yeah.
So
It
it's
just
just gonna keep accruing.
The way I see
Yeah.
it, if we can't see it, it doesn't exist. That's what Tom tells me about negative comments on the internet.
I got a call from Truist, and I was like, "Oh, they called
No,
me."
this was insulting. Hold on, I agree with you on this. I told Andrea this, and she goes, "That should not happen."
and it was just them calling me
Hi.
to try to sell me some sort of business.
It's Truist.
Another
If-
account?
If you need another account, we'd be more than happy to help you.
You need a
Our-
savings account
yeah.
for T&D Medical.
Our new business account plus is what you need.
Anyways,
Press 1 to talk to a representative now.
That's on my list of things to do.
I am. We can't. It's impossible. Solving it is impossible.
Then I would suggest not opening another business to sell exotic plants on the internet.
this is
cash.
no, no.
It's a cash business.
No, in the future, and then I thought about how to market
Do
it.
farmers markets or something.
No, those
like
will be a
that.
thing of the past.
Yeah. I don't want to
Those will be a
leave.
thing of the past. With all the
Your
mass
boys
shootings.
can help you sling some plants out there.
No.
Well,
They're
they'll
not
be
gonna do that.
old, but although
Wait, they'll be old? How old are you in this
yeah,
scenario?
how old are you? Because now you're what, 42?
yeah, I'm 55.
That's not that
Yeah.
long from
Oh
now.
my God, I'm 47.
No. Well,
I feel 55.
Well, that's when I have to start, and then it'd take a couple years to build the brand, and then I'll get Danger Brain to do my branding.
That's gonna cost you, buddy.
And then I already thought of in my pictures, I'll have my sons, but
Is it Van and Sons Plants?
Yeah. And
But
although
people are gonna be like, where are your sons? Why aren't they doing this with you? And you're like, I just called it, Dad, because I'm a liar.
yeah,
Right?
Well,
Is that?
Well, yeah, they'll be there for the pictures to pretend like we're all doing it as a family.
Like
but they'll
politicians
never
do.
help. Yeah.
Like politicians
I know
on family.
politics.
Yeah, in politics, you take the picture, and this
Yeah.
is both sides of the card, man.
Yeah.
You take a picture with your family, you act like you love each other, but yeah, what you do when you're off that side?
No, yeah, I'll have some.
I mean,
other
they'll be
people.
there in court with you when you get sued. But
Oh yeah.
They'll just be there for the pictures, and then they'll be like in the background, little American flags. But
In
then,
the plant.
Well, they'll
Each plant is packed by a patriot.
there'll be
And
some sort of that.
$1 of every plant goes to help out the Wounded Warrior Project.
But then,
dude, this is how you do it.
But then Crystal will be wearing some sort of vegan shirt to get the other side too.
Yeah.
Because
No bra.
because I gotta get both
Nipples, no bra, nipples.
Yeah,
Or get the new nipple bra. Have you seen that?
What is
No.
that?
Kim Kardashian
Oh,
put
yeah.
her
Where it adds
Skims or
nipples.
it
adds.
Yeah, it adds
Like
nipples.
hard nipples.
Yeah, in
So
case
it
you,
always looks like your nipples are hard.
yeah, in case you want that. I'm trying to get Andrea to get one.
Do women want that?
I think
mean,
guys do.
I think guys do, but I think women. If
They
I
make the camel toe panties too.
yeah, if I'd had my nipples removed, I'd want it. You know what I mean? Like if I had my nipples removed, I'd put on my.
No, but I thought you were trying you're constantly trying to hide the embarrassment of that.
Your nipples?
Yeah, you're like
You are, but like if you
People
didn't
are
have
embracing
them,
it now, man.
Yeah.
They're embracing it.
I see there are more girls wearing no bras. Like I go
And
into
tight leggings.
I went into 9 different grocery stores this weekend because Andrea and I have a new hobby. We like going to international grocery stores, and every woman, old and beautifully young, at the Spanish grocery stores. There was a girl at the Spanish grocery store, I swear to God. I'm like, are you in a Victoria's Secret model? Like, holy smokes.
Hold on, what are these international grocery stores you're talking about?
I hit all of the Vietnamese grocery stores, and then I
Okay.
hit up a lot of Latin grocery stores.
like Bravo.
Yeah,
and-
that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. That has the most beautiful women.
Yeah,
that
it
grocery
does.
store
They
has,
got a good
what's
lunch
Bravo?
special.
It
too.
has it's I called it La Brava, but it's Brava grocery store. It's near you. It's in Castleberg.
Okay.
And you could like literally roll a penny to it from your house. And it is the most beautiful women, and they had a DJ, and they were
Yeah, they got parties.
They got a DJ in there?
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
A
Hold
good
on.
It
lunch
is
special.
awesome.
No, I need to know more about
I
this.
was on the
I bet they got
hunt.
good sausage.
They got good
good
everything.
produce, everything.
Andrea we bought specialty Dorito brand Doritos with Tapateo hot sauce all over them.
All right.
Officially licensed Tapateo Doritos. I'd never seen them anywhere.
Yeah, they get specialty items.
They got all the good stuff. So we went in there. I was on a hunt for Topo Chico. I love Topo Chico, and since I'm not drinking right now, I need some spicy waters during my football. So Andrea was like, we got to go to a Latin grocery store. I bet you they got the Topo Chico.
Oh,
so we
yeah.
go to the Latin grocery store. Not only do they have Topo Chico, they have the finest ladies, the most beautiful women you will ever see.
Latinas.
Like long black Latina hair. Like long black hair.
Yeah.
Big mega ass.
Yeah. That's what I like.
Small up top. Now,
Yeah.
man, my goodness gracious.
That's Colombian
yeah,
style.
it's worth it.
All right.
It's worth going.
It's called
Bravo.
Brava. Yeah,
all right.
it's great.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Tell
I'm
them
gonna
Dan.
start
Tell
going
them
there.
Dan sent you. Yeah.
And they got a DJ playing.
Oh, they got a
or-
DJ. They're giving out samples.
That's usually the Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturdays they'll do DJs outside,
All
and
right.
it's if you think.
I mean, no offense to White O Publix, but
Yeah,
if
I
you're
know.
going into White O
Well,
Publix,
here is the fact.
and there's nothing going on in there.
If you want the facts, it is a hell of a lot cheaper. Like for
Yeah.
instance, if you
Yeah.
get Topo Chico,
Just about
at-
rich white ladies with a frog ass.
if you go to
Leave 'em
Publix and
alone.
try to get Topo Chico, it's like $17 for 12.
Publix's prices are insane.
If you go to Brava and get Topo Chico, it's $14, $13.99 for a 12. So I'm just saying.
All right.
My wife won me over. She is very cheap, but then she showed me the way of the Vietnamese and the Spanish grocery stores, and they're better. They're just better.
I bet they have the extra hot Valentina too.
The black
That's-
label.
Yeah,
yes.
the black
I
label.
should've got- I should've
They
gotten
stopped
you some.
selling that at Publix.
No, they got it at Brava.
Yeah.
I should have gotten you some.
Because the frog ass white ladies were like, ooh, too hot.
spicy.
We want regular Valentina.
They
I want
got-
the black label
They
hot.
got. You ever had Cuban pizza? They got Cuban pizza.
Cuban pizza.
I know. I don't even know what it is. It's Spanish. It's a
it's
Cuban
got
pizza.
ham and pickles on it.
No, it's frozen. It's like,
Oh.
it was like, it's Cuban pizza. I was like, okay. They have all kinds of crazy
Delicious.
stuff. You know, there's little guava pastries that white people eat like crazy?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
me some of those
All
on the
right.
way out.
Well,
So
why haven't I
good.
been going there?
I don't know.
It's right there near my house.
And it's really, really fun. So
Why
what?
haven't you been
So
going
what
there?
Andrea and I were
know.
doing.
I thought it was a dollar store.
Well, we
I don't know what it was.
we were doing this like, I don't know if she's in the chat room, probably not, but we were doing this almost like as a date night because Maisie had dance all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So we just we had to get stuff for the house. So I was like, well, let's try some of these other places and get, crazier stuff. So we got a bunch of different crazy stuff.
How's the Vietnamese grocery store? What do they got in there?
Their specialty, Vietnamese grocery stores, their specialty is kind of like weirdo candies. So you get a lot of crazy little candies, little jelly candies.
All right.
and like little make-your-own kits and crazy Kit Kats that taste like weird flavors, like lemon green tea Kit Kat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
like
for
it's
me.
white with yellow on the inside, or a green tea Kit Kat that's dark, like or a matcha Kit Kat. All kinds of weird, just weird fish candies.
Do they have some sort of different meats, dude? Like
Yeah.
a full duck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want, if you go to the ones that have the
Lots of
actual
fish.
restaurant, what Andrea and I noticed that we really liked about the Spanish grocery stores, especially Brava, was that they had like they had a hotline you could go through, or maybe that was at Sedano's. Is that
Sedanos? Yeah.
Sedano's? That's the other one I went to. Sedano's had a hotline. So you walk down the aisle, and it's like a really old grocery store where there's a lady, and she'll give you like pulled pork,
Yeah,
rice
yeah.
and beans, fried plantains, but
Okay.
it's all like made by these grandmas. It looks amazing.
It's like a lechonera.
Yeah, it's like a luchadera. So you go in there, and like you walk down the aisle, and it's like super reasonably priced. But
Can I get a little paper thimble of Cuban coffee?
you can.
All right,
Yeah. Cafe con leche.
Yeah. It'll burn your throat, and then you're up for 24 hours.
Yeah, I am sort of into, this is like a new hobby that I do when I'm cooking.
All right.
And then I made hot dog chili. Hot dog sauce.
There's a Filipino supermarket up here on Colonial.
Okay,
too.
good to
I haven't
know.
checked it out yet though.
There's if you're looking for something crazy to do with your wife and you only got like an hour, hit up a crazy grocery store. It's fun.
So the hot dog chili, what is that?
Well, I like, during football, I like to have like some sort of like football styled food, you know?
Yeah.
And lately I've been doing chicken wings, but I told you I don't want to do chicken wings. So I was going to do like turkey dogs and try to make them taste like the chili dogs that I like from Virginia, which are mustard, chili, slaw, onion. That's what I like on my hot dog.
All right.
So I wanted to make the hot dog chili, so I got all the spices together, and then I guess you get the correct ground meat, which I wanted like a high fat content in it, and then I put it in there, and you put all the spices in there, and then I didn't know this, but I guess in order to get that creaminess of the kind of the hot dog sauce, as it's called, or coney sauce, people call it a bunch of different things, you fill it up with water, and you're like boiling it, which to me sounds kind of gross. But no, it works out perfectly. It ends up boiling, cooking the meat and simmering, and then the spices and the tomato paste that you put in there make it into like a hot dog chili with no beans. And I added onion and jalapeno to it, and Andrea loved it. It was really good. I love cooking. It's so fun.
That, if you have to have a passion for cooking for it to be worth it, right?
I think my passion in
'Cause
cooking
I wish I did.
Well, I like making things from scratch because it makes me feel better. Like, I don't know if I would cook every meal, but I like making barbecue sauce, or I like making the hot dog chili instead of buying it in the can.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something gross about that. But making it your own, I'm like, oh, this is great.
It tastes better too.
It always
Oh,
tastes
yeah.
better.
It's fulfilling too. You know what I'm saying? Like you
'Cause you're
made
like,
it.
I made this and it's this good.
And
Yeah.
it really doesn't take that long. I've been having a little bit more time because I'm going through another one of my no drinking phases. So during football, what I would do is just walk over and like stir it and make sure it was going. And then when we got done, I made up a couple of hot dogs. I was going to make my own coleslaw, but that is not something I can master. If anybody has a good recipe or a way to do it, I prefer coleslaw on hot dogs that taste like KFC coleslaw. And I'd run out to get some KFC coleslaw because I like it finely chopped with a little bit of wet. But every KFC, I went to 2 here in town, no employees, couldn't get any coleslaw.
No, yeah.
Sat at the drive-through for one of them because I was already out for like, no exaggeration, 20 minutes. And I'm like, hello? And the guy's like, please wait. I'm like, I can't, man. I'm going to probably just go to Publix. I'm like, thank you. It's weird. It's weird that
Yeah, that's a job that society
weird.
doesn't want to do anymore.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like the grumpy old lady on Nextdoor that I was reading. If they're not going to be people in there, close the doors, knock it down. Just get rid of it.
I don't know what their solution is going to be. It's like
You got to knock them all down.
They're
all bad, dude. Every single...
Apparently, if you heard Burger King, I saw that they're like a lot of them are going out of business, and they're like, I think they're filing for bankruptcy
They pay too much for that song. That's an earworm.
That marketing for because
it works.
That's got into my kids' brains.
Oh, Maisie sings it all the time.
Yeah, they sing BK, have it your way, but
Yes.
that did not translate into sales apparently.
No.
And with the lack of employees and just I think fast food in general is taking a downturn, and
Which I mean, it's gross, but I mean, in a pinch, there's certain things you wish it would work.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the lady. I kind of feel like if I go to a KFC and there's one guy in there, and it's been like that for like a month, you lose your lease. Sorry, we have to knock it down now. It's done. Because it's just a waste. It's just a waste of the earth at this point. Just knock it down. There's nobody there anyway. It doesn't need to be there.
They need to figure out just some other way. I guess maybe they're waiting for the
just
robots
open the
to do
doors.
it.
An honor system would be better, right? Just open the doors and let me go in there. I'll get my own. I'll get my own coleslaw and I'll put money in the cashier. I'm not saying everybody else will do it. I'll do it though.
Yeah.
It's just it's done. And I tell Andrea that all the time. Maisie's really the only person in our household that like kids who craves fast food. I mean, we don't need it at all. But every time I've been since the end of the pandemic, it's always been horrible every time.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is still
that one is
thriving.
Yeah, that one's been fine.
So it's like the idea of the fast food is fine for Chick-fil-A, and everybody else seems to be struggling. And I'm not sure what Chick-fil-A has that other places.
Well, they're
going
to tell
whatever.
you it's God.
Right?
I have a feeling they're going to say the only reason they're succeeding right now and the reason their lines are good
the way
is because they're divine.
It just must be internally
There's also,
a
I
better
think, this
company.
psychological thing with people that people actually treat Chick-fil-A workers better than they do any other fast food workers. And so there's kind of a give and take there where because they're the my pleasure and they're overly
because
nice,
you give respect, you get respect.
People will be nice to them. But if you go into any kind of other fast food place, I mean, you see the videos everywhere. People are just straight dickheads.
Is it as simple
Why
as...
would, even if they raise the price, right, like the wage for workers, people are still treating them like they're throwing drinks in people's faces.
Yeah.
Like
that's the give and
nobody
get respect thing, right?
Nobody
It's gotta
wants
be that.
to deal with that.
Because when you
don't get rid of those videos because I really, really like the videos.
When you walk into a Taco Bell, you're already mad.
Yeah.
you're mad because you're just like,
I'm here.
Yeah, you're like, I'm here.
I'm mad because I'm here.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys ever get, because Taco Bell's the only fast food restaurant I normally interact with because it's Maisie's favorite fast food restaurant. Do you ever get the overly conscientious Taco Bell person and you're like, well, this person will be gone soon? I got a meal for her after dance on Friday night, I believe. And she wanted 2 burritos. And then Andrea wanted something. And everything was perfectly wrapped like Christmas, and somebody wrote on it with a grease pencil. Like,
really?
bean burrito
minus
onions. I'm like, this person's CEO of Taco Bell back there.
Yeah, they found like one good employee.
And I said to Andrea,
cares.
if I'm lying, I'm dying. I looked at Andrea, I go, this person's as good as gone. I was like, you'll never get this again. They wrote it with
Could
a
you
black
imagine the
grease
manager, you get the one diamond in the rough, like person's working their
but
ass
then they'll
off.
exploit the hell out of them. That's what happens.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're like, please don't leave. You're like, I'll do whatever. But you know they'll be gone. Like even they must know, right? They're like, I'm too good for this.
We're talking about food, and this sort of ties in. Okay. I found a video over the weekend. I'm sure a lot of people, if you're on Reddit, you've probably seen this. But I was trying to describe to you and Sam this. It's a training video for Waffle House, and they put it on Reddit. And I've got it marked, but at one particular time mark in the video, the gentleman or the owner or manager who's training goes on to an explanation about how you're supposed to, as a server, mark the plate for the chefs back or the cooks in the back of the restaurant so they know what to put on there. And it is legitimately the craziest thing and most confusing thing I've ever heard. And I think of myself as being pretty smart. Like, I don't think there's many regular jobs that you could throw at me that, like, after a couple days, I'm like, I got my feet wet, I'm in it, I'm good. I don't think I could do this, and I just think my mind would reject this.
You were telling me about this, and I thought it was just like a cook order. You know what I'm saying? Like a white piece of paper.
No, it's not paper.
That tells you what that goes on the plate. That's how I thought most restaurants operated with, like, you get the white
They
order.
do have a ticket, but
ticket.
But it's not. They have a system in place of just using breakfast items, jelly, jam, hash browns, ketchup, to tell you what you ordered, to tell the cooks what you ordered.
instead of like
Here,
a ticket.
do you want to
Okay,
see?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
here,
yeah.
I'll
So
put it up.
confusing.
I'm going to put it up on the player here.
Okay.
And I have to go to a specific time. I got to go to like right around the 4. Okay, right.
I've never seen them do this. Although
That will come later.
When's the last time you've
in the
gone to Waffle
I've only
House?
gone
If
to
all the
Waffle
hash
House
browns
once in my
are in the
entire
ring, the
life.
salesperson will say,
It was after
drop
our
3 hash
cookie
browns
show.
in the ring.
Yeah.
We were
If
all
none of the hash browns are in the
hungover,
ring,
and it was like
they'll say
1
drop
a.m.,
3 hash browns
and we just
scattered.
sat at the bar.
If
I
some
love
are in the
Waffle
ring
House,
and some are
admittedly.
scattered, they'll
Breakfast
only
is the
tell you the
food of
number
choice
that are
in
in the
my
ring.
house.
For
And
example,
Maisie
if they
and
need 3
Andrea
hash
love
browns
Waffle
and
House.
1 is in the
They
ring,
When it
they'll say
comes to
drop 3
oil,
hash
it's
browns,
the Kobe
1 in the
of
ring.
breakfast.
It is.
The
Yeah.
drop
There's-
is also
it's
a time
oily.
where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
salesperson
It
can let you know
definitely
if the
can.
customer
I-
wants the
we
hash
went
browns
with
scattered
Turkey
well
Legs family,
or scattered
like,
light.
when he was
So a
up here
salesperson
in
may say
August or
drop
whatever.
1 hash brown
Yeah.
scattered well, and this
no
lets you know that the
oil.
customer
Yeah,
wants their
yeah,
hash
yeah.
browns
It's
Sure,
cooked.
it's not something. Yeah, oh,
They
absolutely.
may also
Especially
ask
me.
you to
I don't
drop
even have
1
a
hash
gallbladder.
brown steamed.
So when I go there,
In that case,
I just
the
lean in,
salesperson will
you know,
bring
just
you
like I
half
know what
full
I'm getting.
glass of
So
ice,
this particular
and you'll
gentleman, I've
prepare
got it
those
up. You
hash
can
browns
watch it
steamed
at
under the dome
twitch.tv/TomAndDaleLive
according to the Waffle House way.
or at Tom and Dale Live. The audio is playing, so that's why they're playing.
Mark, Texas patty melt plate scattered, smothered, covered, and
I gotta
peppered.
go a little further.
Once a
Okay,
salesperson
this is
has
how you
vi-
mark, right?
Okay.
Watch this. This is just straight bananas crazy.
Magic marker system.
Waffle House is one of the world's leading server of eggs, so why don't we talk about them first? All of our egg breakfasts are automatically served with grits and white toast. A customer may choose to have a biscuit or possibly wheat, raisin, or Texas toast instead, and can also substitute hash browns, sliced tomatoes, or oatmeal for their grits. Let's start off by marking an order scramble.
Tomatoes.
Simply place
Dad,
At the Waffle House.
sliced tomatoes, they put salt
I
all
like
over
a
'em.
good sliced tomato
Yeah,
with breakfast.
yeah. British. That's British people
Oh,
like
do you even
that.
have fresh fruit here? Or
No, they do.
vegetables?
They do. Okay, now if you'll look on the screen, you see he's got the plate. Now he's got all the accoutrement out there. He's got what appears to be mustard, ketchup, butter, hot sauce, 2 grape jellies, a napkin, a knife, a spoon, a mayonnaise packet, a tea packet, a coffee or oatmeal packet,
so
tomato.
all the stuff that you'd see on
Yeah.
the table, and this is what they're using as the code.
Watch.
Okay.
Just watch.
Right side up jelly pack vertically in the bottom position of the plate. The jelly pack represents 2 eggs, which we call an order. And the location of the plate tells us that they are scrambled. With the plate marked like this, the customer is getting an order of scrambled eggs with white toast and grits. If the customer would rather have hash browns, you simply add a few shreds of hash browns to the plate.
Dude,
You just have random shreds of hash browns?
That's why I started laughing. Yeah, you just grab some out of because there's a little tin for your hash brown marker. It's a marker system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomatoes, instead of grits, simply add a slice of tomato, and for oatmeal, instead of grits, simply add a napkin with a brown sugar pack.
Wait, so this is the server, right, that is
top of
plating
it.
this like this?
If
or
a
is
customer
it-
wants their
Are
grits to
their
be
hands
served in a
fucking
bowl,
clean? Where's
you
that
would
tomato
indicate.
slice go
Yeah,
at?
I think you got on gloves.
This
yeah,
ACT.
I think you got
I
on
don't
gloves.
think so.
I think you do.
This is Waffle House.
No. You
By placing a
cursed.
napkin on the
This
plate,
ACT.
a small bowl on the plate must be served
I forgot where I'm at.
You're all right. You're all right. Okay, he continues.
with a napkin underneath to prevent sliding. If the customer wants in this order, if the customer wants sweet toast, we simply flip the jelly pack over to indicate wheat. We use a pack of
How is
apple
this
butter.
easier than
We
just
use a
grinding
pack
it
of
down?
apple
This
butter.
is straight crazy.
it-
It's like
have
jelly
they
pack
found-
up is white toast, jelly pack flipped is brown toast.
This
If
is
you
part
turn
of the training?
Have you
This is
found that that Waffle House chefs are more visual and that's how they have to do it?
Maybe because if you get it, I think this is. I thought about it. I think if you get it down, it's quick,
Yeah.
but you have to
You
get
just
it down.
glance at it. You don't have
Yeah.
to read it.
Let's see what he says.
If the customer wants raisin toast.
Oh, if you want raisin,
If the customer wants
raisin toast,
if
you
the
put
customer
apple
wants-
butter there.
I just text a person we knew or we know that was a manager at a Waffle
Oh,
House,
my God.
like in
Yeah.
college. Like there was a short time where Waffle House, like apparently, maybe they still do, but they pay their management super well.
Yeah.
Like 80 to 100 grand a year or whatever, and that way,
Someone in the chat said that the Waffle House employees can't read, and that's why that they have to
Oh,
How dare
hey,
you.
take that back.
Yeah, but-
Was that EJ?
those ghosts.
It's the same cook as any other restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let's see a little bit more.
a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit instead, mark the eggs with a jelly pack, and place a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit on the plate to remind you that they prefer to have Texas toast or a biscuit instead. Some folks like to have their toast unbuttered or dry. In this case, we have a special mark to remind us to hold the butter.
Oh my
Easily enough, it's a butter packet underneath the jelly packet like this.
Hold on.
Butter underneath the jelly. For no butter?
So you can butter your own. You can butter your own. It's butter on the side.
Okay.
It's butter on the side.
Yeah, so they're supposed to remember this, all these
Oh
complicated
yeah,
codes?
and dude, this goes
How do
on
you
for like 9 minutes. It's like a 9-minute train. There's so many different combinations.
Do you have to pass a test after a certain, like how do you?
I don't know.
If someone was like, I'm not joking. This
don't know.
would take me
Yeah,
a
they
while.
probably give you a test, right? Like, what if you want no
told you I
butter
couldn't
on your
do this.
toast? How do you plate it?
I told you I couldn't do this.
So what if a customer wants double toast?
Double.
Easy. Mark the eggs and then put an additional jelly pack beside the egg marker to indicate the extra order of toast, like this.
Well, now
Now that we've
that doesn't make any
gone over the
sense because
basics of
one
marking
jelly
eggs.
means eggs, and now 2 jellies means eggs and double toast. This is stupid. I'm about to curse again.
I like how
I'm
mad
about
he's
to curse
getting.
again.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Put
gonna
a-
get you the curse
That's
on your
not double
NyQuil.
bread.
If they want a biscuit, put a slice of tomato.
Like, what?
He's the best.
It's so
It's so great.
convoluted.
How did this guy remember?
I don't- but he's so good at it.
Let's look at some other variables to keep in mind when marking egg orders. While most customers order 2 eggs, occasionally a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I have marked a single overnight breakfast.
I'm
In
never
other
eating
cases-
here.
Okay, wait. I get it now. If you put a ketchup packet, you put the jelly in the ketchup packet, that's 1 egg. If you put the jelly at the bottom, that's 2 eggs. And then depending on how you turn it is how it's cooked, scrambled, over
Insanely
easy, over hard.
complicated.
It is so complicated.
And I don't trust, number one, the server is definitely not putting on gloves just to plate this. Number 2,
I love it.
Where
It's so
are all
great.
these packets coming from? Because that's the food. I mean, that's the plate they put your actual food on. So
Coming
these
from my
nasty ass
pocket. They're coming out of my
nasty
pocket.
ass jelly
Well,
hold on.
packets
Hot,
are
they're
just
warm.
sitting on the gross
I
counter.
warmed the jelly in my pocket.
Originally, they're coming from Wuhan.
Yeah.
So you got that.
One more. I can't resist.
A customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs.
Uh-oh.
To mark a triple, you'll mark the eggs with the jelly pack in the appropriate position and include a mustard pack below the jelly pack.
Mustard now in the mix. Mustard has joined the chat.
Ketchup means 1, mustard means 3.
What
Give me
the
a
hell?
Tom and Dan shirt.
Oh, is this a
Ketchup
mustard
means 1. Mustard means 3.
And it'll say Tom and Dan in the Waffle House font.
I love the Waffle House so much. And then when
Butter
I found
pack,
this out,
no butter.
You know what? I found this out. It did make me like sort of sad because those ladies are usually working their asses off. I'm like, this is torture. You
Yeah.
have to remember this. I almost
Are you looking for the most complicated, hardest job in the world?
And get paid crap.
But
to
you pay
work,
for the
to
least.
work around
worst customers.
the worst people in the world.
We got a job for you. How is Waffle House still in business? I mean, when we
It's
went,
an Atlanta institution, man.
are they having employee?
No.
They have to be having employee.
No, the same
issues.
cook down at this one's been there ever since it opened.
Let's go to a Waffle House.
We can go to this
Go-to
one.
show.
We'll go to this one down on Colonial. It's had the same chef for every time I've been there. It's the same guy cooking. It's been years.
I won't make it out of there without whipping my pants up. Even
We
if
can
I
do
was
a
like,
meet
Be
up.
just like your papa.
Hey, you know
what's the signal for hold the oil?
No
They don't
oil.
have that. They don't have that. Hold on, let's do one more.
We
Let's
put
do
some
one
oil
more.
on the plate.
Every time I say one more, it gets crazier. So
Okay.
we did 3 eggs, right? We got time for one more.
Here's an example of how to mark a triple scramble. If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right. You use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other.
That's right, baby.
Because that's
2
right.
jellies.
You got
Well,
it.
how are we supposed to guess that? Like he said, that's right, as if we all yelled
Wait a
out the
minute,
right
2
answer.
jellies is double toast.
That's what I thought.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
killing me, dude. You
Yeah.
put the 2 jellies with a mustard is 4 eggs, but 2 jellies
Yeah,
with
I'm
no
confused.
mustard is double toast.
Yeah, yeah. Shouldn't 4 eggs be a mustard and a ketchup?
You're way
How
off.
dare you.
You get the hell out of here.
That's
3 in
sausage.
1.
Ew,
Oh,
you
you
just
spit everywhere.
drooled. He's hungry.
Yeah. We got a hungry teddy bear over here. I mean, she's on cold medicine, and she got it right. And you are not on cold medicine. You can't even play.
Who did Mr. House think this was better than just having a ticket?
No, but
I actually have mad respect for the workers
Oh,
now
me
because
too.
to be able to remember all of this.
Dude, it's like I was comparing it to Tom. I was like these workers remember more plays than Desmond Ridder, quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons right now. Like these workers have to know everything.
So I just text a former manager, and I was like, "Do they have some crazy code with the jelly?" And then she just said no. So did they? Is this like what they wanted to implement?
No, there's people in the chat that say that they do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like this.
Maybe it's store to
They're
store.
also saying that Waffle House is trying to unionize and push for $25 an hour.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean
they're part of the system for helping after disasters and displaced people.
I mean, it's not going to be a $7.99 breakfast of insane amount of calories anymore. But who does that's something of the past anyway. Like you shouldn't be able to get a 2,000 calorie breakfast
at $3.99. That's ridiculous.
Even $7.99. Like you're gonna have to pay $18.99 for it, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's how things go. Things used to be cheap, now they're expensive.
I think he's marking 4 more eggs.
All right.
I just want to say it before we get out of here.
One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled. So let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs. The mark for our signature scrambled eggs with cheese is simple. First, mark the eggs as scrambled, like this, and then simply add slices of cheese. It's important to remember that the customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg. So if the customer wants 2 eggs, they get 2 slices of cheese. To make this a triple scramble cheese, you add the mustard pack below the
I'm reading an article about it.
Do 3 cheeses and then I know 3 eggs, you idiot. Why are you doing 2 cheeses?
I guess it went viral on TikTok because a Waffle House cook brought it on TikTok or whatever, and he's saying that it's there really isn't a better system than what we do. It's fast and it's quite easy to learn. This does not seem easy to learn.
I think I'm stupid then, because this, to me, if I knew I had to learn this before I got there, I would have so much anxiety. I guess I kind of get it because I'm a fast learner and I like tech stuff, but man, this seems like a lot. Why can't I just write 3 egg scramble hash browns on a piece of paper and hand it to the guy?
Yeah. So do they go, they do I was there a month ago. They write down what you want on a pad, right? So then they
then they have to set up the plates, I guess.
Yeah, and then they go and set the plates up. It's like, just use what you wrote down for the ticket. Like every other restaurant.
An upside-down mayo packet placed near a single vertical jelly packet on the bottom of the plate means the customer wants runny scrambled eggs.
What? Oh, my God. Sorry. I didn't know it was going to start playing the gentle music of Waffle House.
It's not intuitive that you would know that. You would have to know exactly every code.
A napkin topped with a packet of brown sugar means the customer wants to sub grits for oatmeal.
Oatmeal. I
So
know
you're getting it.
I'm in.
Okay, hold on.
Waffle House Daddy. Out and Eve on a raft. Rack 'em.
What do 2 pickles placed at the bottom of a sandwich plate indicate?
2 pickles placed at the bottom of a sandwich plate means extra pickles.
Nope. Breakfast sandwich with bacon.
I'm way off.
Now, if you move the pickles to the left, right, or top of the plate, it indicates a different meat or no meat at all.
How do they do a different meat? Do I write it on the pickle?
Isn't pickle juice going to get all over your plate? What is happening over here?
What do you do with the pickles?
Some people hate pickles.
What do you do with the pickles afterwards? You throw them in the trash? Those are my marker pickles.
You put them back on the dirty counter.
They're not for eating. Those are marker pickles. We need to talk to somebody.
A horizontal ketchup packet alone in the midsection of the plate indicates a sirloin. Its position on the plate near the top or near the bottom indicates one of 5 different steak temperatures.
Oh, go to the bottom. It's rare.
It's like diagonal, medium rare. It's just like,
yeah.
What? Like
so complicated.
If you open the ketchup packet, they cut your steak for you.
Hold on. There's someone has to tell me how this is better than words, right? This is more complicated.
I'm going to try and get somebody.
How can this be more efficient?
I'm fascinated.
Somebody's calling in. Maybe they weren't
all right.
Hold on.
We do got to get out of here, though.
Hey, thanks for calling. Who's this?
Oh.
I chickened out. I'm the manager there.
Mr. House got him.
Yeah,
I do
figure it
love their
out.
waffles with the vanilla. Oh, they're very good.
All right. We will be right back.
All right. I'm glad that worked out.
Perfect. That was
It's
funny.
crazy, right?
That was funny.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, what is this? That is Monday.
1 and 2 with an edit.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of telemarketer calls lately. And then
That's it. We'll just stick with doing that one segment. No need to do anything more.
cool. And then we'll just go do BDM after lunch?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because there's, I think, 3 and 4. I got to look back in my notes. I think they have edits.
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Facebook a little bit later.
Yep. BDM